It is recording. Because I've got it in pro. Have I got it in pro? Ka-ching. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Welcome back. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I'm getting better at that, aren't I? So, I've always got something to moan about. But I'm trying not to moan. I'm trying to be positive. And I am a positive person by and large. Although I tend to... I'm very critical of micro things. I want everything to be perfect. And yet we don't live in that kind of world, do we? So, it turns out I just had a problem with my DJI pockets. It was flickering and I couldn't understand why. So I did a search on a Google AI thing, and it said that there is a problem with some cameras with regards to the lighting. So I switched the lighting off and it's gone fine. But that wasn't the reason for coming on. I just watched a video of myself going back a few months, 3 months ago. It's the one where I called the eBay slave. And I was watching it because there was the statistics or the views on it had gone up a lot since I last viewed it. I was quite surprised. There's a couple of thousand views on there. I can't believe a couple of thousand people watching me. But hey ho, you know. And I watched it and I thought, bloody hell, what a miserable time I was in. I was quite negative, you know, but there was a lot of negativity around at the time. There was a lot of bad things going on with my sales. But in recent times, my sales have gone up. So I can't complain about that. And I had, and in that video, I was talking about, I wished eBay would reach out to me. And since then, if you've watched my recent videos, you'll know that I booked a phone call with them on last Friday, a week ago Friday. And that was a very positive call. And they gave me a couple of reports to use, and I've had a chance to initially look at it. It's a report that I've had in the past, but I couldn't get it again because it's restricted access. So I had a bit more time late last night, and I went in and had a look at it again, and I updated a couple of listings that I haven't looked at for like 3 years. But that's what it does. It basically helps you home in on what's important and urgent, really, and it gives you a way of prioritising your work, you know. So I went through, I reworked my numbers, I reworded the listing, I made sure all the item specifics were updated. I clicked, dragged, and updated the list and just spruced it up. But I realised I needed to take some more pictures, but I can't get access to where I do my pictures upstairs because I bought that much stuff. I've just dumped it all around there, and I thought that's got to change. I went up there and I've tidied up and I've cleared the way for me to go up and take some pictures. But in the meantime, I'm juggling a couple of other things, and in particular, I need to get a little light box, one that I can basically just quickly set up on my table here and take some quick pictures so that I can finish a listing off rather than schlepping upstairs, you know. And I seem to remember a video, I've mentioned it to before, of Nick and Andrea. Many of you will know about Nick and Andrea. And he had a follower send him a tent, a really nice, I call it a tent, it's more like a light box, with variable lighting on it. So I went and searched for that video and I found it. I love your setup, by the way, Nick, on YouTube. It's changed since the last time I looked at it. It's looking very fresh, nice, organised, structured. I wish I could think like you. I'm actually, you're quite inspiring. You're inspiring me to actually try and think like you. Not completely, but to be a bit more structured in my thinking. I tend to be all over the place. Like you know, many of you may have noticed my delivery. It's very random and it's, you know, unstructured. But I'm trying to stick to the knitting. I'm going to get back to the point. I want to get one of these tents, one of these light boxes, a small one, but not too small. The one that Nick had seems to be a bit too big. He seems to be maybe about 20 inch by 20 inch. And yet the small ones coming in at like 8 inch by 8 inch, and that's too small for me, although I've got a lot of micro products. You know, a handful of buttons or something, that's all I need. So I think I've found one. It's coming in at 16 by 16 by 16 inches. And while I was looking at it, it's coming about £23, something like that. It's got one of those LED lights in it, and it appears to be variable. Although I've got a ring light there that I can also use to assist with lighting. I kind of realised that with the lighting, the best thing to do is to actually photograph in a dark area and just rely on the light of the light box, and that'll give you the light that you need, and then afterwards just editing the picture. But one of the things that I've saw, I'm definitely going to get it, especially considering the price, is one of those little round tables, what do they call it? Because I've put it into my basket. I'm just looking for the third item to take me over £8 so I can get free delivery. What's it called? Hold on, I'll tell you in a minute. It's called a rotating display stand. It's just a round little thing. It's probably no bigger than your hand. And it's battery operated, or you can put a USB cable in the back. And it's £5.72. It's cheap as chips, and it goes round. So the idea for that me is put my whatever I'm selling, you know, some keys, put it on there, and it'll go round on the table. And that way I can make a little video of it, to, you know, and then upload it onto eBay for the video thing. And that way the customer will see a 360-degree view of it. So I'm definitely going to get that. I want to buy one more thing today. I'm at £8.71. I'm at, that is it estimated. Hold on, I thought I got 2 items in there. Oh yeah, I have. Let's just see what it says. The basket says, yeah, at the moment it's going to charge me £2.99 shipping. If I buy one more thing, it'll, for a couple of quid more, it'll take me over the threshold and I'll get free ship. But the other thing I'm going to buy is, you may have seen them. They are, how is it? They're like an arm, and they bolt to the table, or they screw onto the table. And on the end of the arm, you can basically attach a camera, and it allows you to get an aerial view. I wanted something like that in the past, and this thing that's come out at the moment appears to be the trending thing. Now I've got one of these. I've got 2 actually. I bought them from IKEA, but they're just light bulbs on the end. But the arm, if you like, I've got, where's the one? I've got one in my bedroom at home, and I've got one under my table at home. And the reason why is because I've lost the actual bolt. What do they call it? It's a table mount clamp, the clamp to clamp it to the table. I've lost that. But I wondered if I could get a replacement, and I can. Here they're selling me one piece for £2.50, and it's got a little hole in the top. It's perfect, you know. If I can basically utilise this clamp, I can either get the old arm thing that I've got going again and use it as a light, or I can adjust the end and put one of these things on, you know, one of these on the end, and use it to attach my camera or something like that, or my phone or what have you. So that's that. So yeah, that's that. Now the other thing is, so I'm moving forward in incremental steps. And the other thing that I had a win yesterday. I did talk about it in my last video, and it's TikTok. I've got to the point where I'm nearly able to move all my listings into TikTok. There's only one thing holding me up. I've set up the shipping. I believe I've got it right. The only issue is it's not appearing on the app. And I'll show you what I mean. If I can basically just come out of this and go into TikTok, right, and then, oh, it's going Manchester, August 20. I don't want that one. I want to go into my, right, if I switch from my own personal TikTok to my shop, here we go. Right. 2025. I don't want that either. Come on. See them? I don't want that either. So where are we? Profile. Yeah, here we go. This, I don't know if you can see, is my shop on TikTok. I've only got 3 listings in there. See? 3 listings. The problem I've got is that when I click on one of these listings, I can't see the shipping. It just says free returns. And I don't know if it's got something to do with me not being able to buy my own products, and therefore the shipping is not visible to me. What I need is somebody I know who's got TikTok to go and have a look for me. But the problem is that all my friends, and I've only got one, one friend, they won't go on TikTok. My brother won't go on TikTok. My mate won't go on TikTok. They're worried that they're being spied on by the Chinese. And they're probably right, but, you know, I wouldn't normally go on. But for me, it's an opportunity to make money. So I'm going to, before I go home tonight, I'm going to quickly, after this video, I'm going to quickly log on to TikTok and see if I can get some help. At least send them an email and await their response. That's that. And the other thing is, I tend to move forward. You know, I haven't got the time to invest, say, a whole day in setting something up. So I do it in little, I grab 10 minutes, half an hour, 3 hours here and there. And one of the things I wanted to do a while ago was the affiliate marketing on AliExpress, on Amazon. As you know, I've got this DJI Pocket 3 camera and I bought it from Amazon. And so it makes sense to me to be able to earn some money from referring it. You know, I recommend it. I think it's a great camera. Why can't I put those affiliate links on my YouTube channel, you know, make passive income from it? Everyone else seems to be doing it, so I've got to do it as well. So a few months ago, I set it all up on the affiliate. I went through the process of providing my bank details, my telephone number, my address, my national insurance number, my tax, my UTR, one of those jobbies. And that's like, you know, that took me a few hours. And then I had to go home, and then I went on holiday, and they were writing to me to actually, come on, you've done everything you need to do now, get going. And I kept seeing the emails amongst every other email I get. I must get 100 emails of nonsense every day. And this morning when I was walking around the reservoir, I was watching a video, and the video that inspired me to do it in the first place, or show me how to do it in the first place, came up again. So I watched it, thought, right, got to get that sorted today. So I went back onto it, logged on, and one of the things that they give you 2 or 3 ways of making money, and one of them is to have a storefront. So I went through the process of trying to set it up. They said, no, you can't have a storefront yet. You haven't got enough followers on YouTube. So come on, subscribe to me, help me out. Subscribe. You know, in the last few months, I've had 2 people unsubscribe. What should I do that for? Get back in it. So I can't have a storefront yet, but I mean, I haven't got time to read all their help pages, so I just did an AI. So I'm relying on AI searches now with Google. So I asked them. I said, "Can I? If I can't have a storefront on YouTube for Amazon affiliate marketing, can I still do affiliate links?" And they said yes. So I said, "How do you do it?" And they showed me quick video, and I thought, right, let's follow it through. Copied the link that I needed, found it, copied the link, and I put it into a test on one of the videos that I did the other day, and it's there. It's there, but I thought, wow, brilliant. Now, I'd seen all these links, these whole long list of links before in one of Nick's videos. That's why I learned from Nick. He's a pioneer. He's not, I don't say he's a pioneer, because there's people who've been doing it for years. Maybe he copied it from somebody else or learnt from somebody else. However, you know, Nick is my guru at the moment. So I went to his video, the one where he had the light box gifted to him, and there was a long list of affiliate links, and I clicked a few and checked them out, and I thought, yeah, this is it, this is what I want to do. So I've kind of copied something similar, and I can do that now. Every time I make a video, I'm going to do it with this one. I'm going to have links to it. I don't know if AliExpress has affiliate. Let's have a look. Let's ask the question. Does AliExpress have an affiliate program like Amazon? Let's have a look. Let's see what it says. Yes, AliExpress does have an affiliate program similar to Amazon's, where publishers can earn commissions by promoting products on their platform. Right? AliExpress's affiliate program allows publishers to generate tracking links for products and earn a commission when customers purchase through those links. What do you get? Commission rate. AliExpress offers commission rates that typically range from 5 to 8.5%. That'll do. Anything, it all helps, doesn't it? So, you know, like this little round thing I'm talking about that goes round. What do they call it? I can't remember what they bloody call it. What do they call it? I said what it was. Oh, a rotating display. That's all it is, a rotating display. £5.72 it's going to cost me. There's not any coupons or codes or anything, I don't know. But anyway, £5.72. So if I get 5% of five, say it's £6, 5% of £6 and you buy it, I'll make 30 pence. It's like buying a coffee, isn't it? A cheap coffee. By the way, I'm a bit disappointed at McDonald's because it used to be 99p for my favourite coffee. Then they went to 1.39. Now it's 1.59. Everything's going up in it. Anyway, so that's worth. I'm going to go and investigate that because why I do tend to buy quite a bit from AliExpress. Temu I find a little bit too shallow. There's something not quite about flies. I want to kill him. Bastard. Don't like the flies. I bought this from the shop up the road. It's rubbish. Don't get it. Tox. You're better off getting Raid. That's more effective. You spray it and it sends them crazy. Yeah. Got you bleeder. All over me coffee. Anyway. With that in mind, fly killers. Tennis racket kind of thing. With it's got batteries in it, and you can zap the flies, or the fly they're attracted to it, and you know, one of them. But I'm going to get one for my brother because he loves to do things like that. He's a sadist. Anyway, I've seen them on TikTok. I'm going to get one. They've got supercharged ones now. You know what I mean? And you know, if you're going away on holiday or something, and you're out sitting on the balcony in the summer, because you know you can get cheap holidays to Spain now. You know what I mean? Because they've got no tourists. Yeah, so next year they'll come crashing down. We'll all be flocking over there to next year for £30. So 2-week holiday for £30. Same with Turkey, and all of them. Why? Because they were going around. The protesters were going around trying to get rid of the tourists. There were too many tourists. Sod off, spraying everybody with water. Now they've got no tourists and they're crying. Don't mess about with us English and the Germans. Anyway. Off none of that. I promised I wouldn't be talking like that about those kind of things because it upsets people, doesn't it? And the next thing you know, you're being cancelled. So anyway, I'm going to order this little rotating display thing, and I want to get myself a new tent. I'm thinking of adding it into this purchase, making the purchase now, and then going home after I've done TikTok. So, what am I saying? Going back to how I started the video, when I made that eBay slave, I was in a right miserable state. Depressed actually about the way things were going, but in recent weeks my sales have climbed. I can't complain about it. I've got the opportunity now to actually get all my listings into TikTok. I'm on the final hurdle. If I can get them into TikTok, that'll be great, because I did get my listings into TikTok when I first transferred them over about 18 months ago, 2 years ago, because Shopify connects to the TikTok app. And I didn't bother reading anything. I just basically said, yeah, transfer them all over. And my dad came in and he saw me sitting there at this computer and he had a go at me going, well, yeah, I could do some bloody work here. I said, I'm working, I'm doing something. When he sees me at the computer, he thinks I'm dossing. Anyway, so I tried to get ready to start organising, sorting my orders out for picking. And while I was doing that, I got 10 sales from TikTok. I couldn't believe it. I thought, that's wild, man. Anyway, the reason why I got them, because there was no shipping attached to it, and that's the problem I'm still trying to solve. However, it's going to be a setting somewhere. I've just got to find it. I spent a good bit of time yesterday trying to understand it, and I'm nearly there, but I still can't find that setting. So I'm going to write to them before I go home. But clearly, if I'm able to actually activate TikTok, I've got maybe over 1,000 listings, multi-variation listings, you know what I mean, good quality listings, good quality products at the right price, over onto TikTok in a marketplace that I'm not on at the moment, and you know, all the sales help. And there's another app that Shopify have, they call it Marketplace, and they take a percentage of the sales, or you can pay £20 a month, I can't remember, something I've got to actually look at again. But I'm waiting for all my existing listings on TikTok, on Etsy, to expire. And then I want to use this app, pay for it, use it, whatever, to start migrating my listings over so everything matches perfectly, all the way from eBay through to Inkfrog, through to Shopify, onto TikTok and Etsy. And I'm given to understand that they will all update, and I don't know if you can hear that fly, but he's dying. And they'll synchronise with my inventory. If that happens, it'd be great. So I've got everything to be happy about, really. And I was just thinking how times change, you know. The other thing as well, which has changed, in that video, I started off by saying I'm depressed, and then I went like that on my stomach, and they said, no, it's not that, it's eBay. That's how I said it, and I thought, no, it's, you know, one of the things that's happened over the last few weeks, I've lost a bit of weight. I've bought some exercise equipment, and I finally went to the gym yesterday. I went again today. It's done wonders for my legs. I went for a walk around the reservoir, and I felt great. I feel great. I feel as if I've got more energy. I want to go and have a sleep, but I can't because I've got too much energy. But anyway, I'm rabbiting on again, so it's all good. I'm a bit more positive than what I was back then. And what advice have I got about that? It's all about the thoughts that you have. Everything that happens to you in your life happens because of what goes on in your mind. So if you want to change what goes on in your life, you have to begin by changing what goes on in your mind. That's the reality of it. But once you're on a negative train of thought, it's difficult to snap out of it. But you know, I'm trying to look at the bright side, as it says, always look on the bright side of life. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Check in with you later. Bye.